Fresh Marketing from Fresh Air Studios.
In this episode of Fresh Marketing, we're talking to Richard May from Barbican Accountants in Plymouth about marketing in the accountancy world and how they've used audio as a strategic part of a rebrand.
Follow us on Twitter at Fresh Air Studios.
Richard, thank you for joining us today.
No problem, Paul. Thanks for inviting me in.
Let's start by asking you a little bit about Barbican Accountants as a business. What type of accountancy are you?
We're a down-to-earth group of guys who are trying to unfog the mysteries of accountants and try and make it a bit more accessible and understandable to clients.
Now, I have to describe to people listening right now, you don't look like the typical accountant, do you? You're here in the studio now, you look quite trendy, you're not wearing a suit. Do you find that kind of approach works for you?
Yeah, I mean, that was a deliberate thing, really. I mean, we sort of thought, the days of making appointments to see your accountants, almost sort of like going to see your bank manager. You dress up, you wear a suit yourself. Your accountant's in a blue pinstripe suit with a set of glasses. Our main thing is we want to help and we want everybody to get the maximum benefits they can, whether it's saving tax or other areas. But we want people to be relaxed while they're doing it. I can't see how people are going to be completely relaxed if they go and see their accountants and, they're all suited and booted, etc.
So you've mentioned your name, Barbican Accountants. Obviously that says what you do and where you are, but you haven't always been called Barbican Accountants, have you?
We actually set up on the back of a firm of bookkeepers, which was called MH Associates. MH Associates, we then rebranded and it became a practicing firm of chartered accountants. We didn't want to rebrand completely on day one because that might have scared some of the existing clients, etc., etc. Then we had to consider how we do it, because it's one thing thinking you're going to put a new sign above the door, but there's actually a lot more to it than that if you think about it.
And audio branding has played a key role in this overall rebranding exercise, hasn't it?
Oh yes, definitely. You always have to think about how your clients interact with you and how they contact you and how you contact them. Obviously, a lot of what we do is over the phone, but obviously lots of meetings and people tend to call in. So, from our point of view, on-hold marketing and making sure that you have an on-hold message, because you'd be surprised how many firms, even professional firms, don't have that sort of thing. But also trying to not just do it so that it's something that you've got, but to actually then leverage it so that you can use it to get across your messages. And so we used on-hold marketing quite a lot to reinforce the fact that there was a change in structure, a change of name, and just to reinforce our core values, which obviously is consistent and runs through our website marketing, etc., etc.
Now let's take a few moments to listen to some of the audio that's been produced for Barbican Accountants by Fresh Air Studios.
Welcome to Barbican Accountants Limited, the new name for MH Associates and Solutions. Our name may have changed, but our commitment to quality hasn't. We still provide the same services in the same way that we always have. Visit us online at www.barbicanaccountants.co.uk or continue to hold and we'll be happy to answer your questions in a moment. At Barbican Accountants, we're looking to launch a new wave of accounting. New wave accounting is a way of thinking about things and forming effective solutions to problems. It is a way of reducing stress levels and focusing on generating value for clients.
Now, Richard, how has this audio been received by your customers, those all-important callers?
Yes, it's been quite positive. It's a good gateway or a good forum for them to ask questions. So a lot of people have heard the on-hold marketing and that's forced them to ask us questions. We love questions because, it's a good opportunity to get across your core beliefs. And also it leads quite well into our website with consistent messages, etc., etc. So it's been viewed very positively. But certainly a lot of new clients have had no hesitation to sign up, probably due to two reasons. The first reason being the on-hold marketing helps us come across as the professional firm we are. And secondly, it forces them to ask us questions. And it's only by getting clients to ask you questions that you can actually, you can really tell them what you want to do and how you want to do it.
Thank you very much for your time today.
Absolutely no problem.
Online at freshairstudios.com and freshonhold.com.